Hey guys, this is mattwandcow here with another episode of Mad Matt's video blog. This is episode 34. I think? Yeah, 34 sounds right. This will be not my last video before my vacation, but my second to last. So I'm going to spend pretty much all of the time I'm talking drawing on the thing. And then I'll spend tomorrow erasing and touching up, maybe. I don't know. Actually, I'm not going to spend much time on it tomorrow because I am really busy. So I'm going to start on this and not be looking at you guys. So if you guys do anything weird, like raising your hands or throwing things at the screen or anything, I'm not going to be able to see it. So don't worry about it. Today, as topic of conversation, I think I want to talk a little bit about winter driving. It's one of the topics that I want to talk about. And I don't have any information, like real winter driving tips and stuff like that. I'm just going to talk about a couple of general things that I think are important to know how to drive in the winter. And hang on, let me get a reference real quick. See how her, yeah, of course, the reference that I have doesn't actually show her costume right away, but there we go. That's how it works. Got it. So winter driving. As I said, I'm not an expert in it, but I do really love to drive in the winter. And very recently we had a snow day where it looked like I was the only person in North Dakota who was enjoying driving in the winter. A lot of people were like stopped stupidly and stuff. So I'm going to give a couple of tips on winter driving. The first thing that's important to know about winter driving is humans invented it. You know, all of those animals out there barely even drive in the summer, much less in the winter. And so if there's one thing to be important, it's important to remember in my mind, it's that you can do it. You know, winter driving is something that is like unique to our species. And so we totally are able to drive in the winter. And so get that in your head, first of all, that it is possible and you can do it too. The second thing, on the level, it goes along hand in hand with that level of confidence. Driving in winter is fine. You can do it. I already kind of said that, so I'm going to move on to another point. The next point is you cannot make that light. If it looks like you're going to miss the light at all, you're going to miss the light. You know, if it turns yellow and it's far ahead, do not speed up and try and get to it. That is a way to die horribly. But rather, take your time on it and see, it's better to arrive at all than to arrive early or on time. Now, which brings up my next point, which is schedule, twice as long to go from point A to point B as it would normally take. And if it does, in fact, take like the regular time or a little bit less, then that's fine. You have a couple extra minutes wherever you want it to be. Very rarely is showing up early to something bad. But, however, if, you don't plan for that, you might end up being twice as late. So yeah, that's another thing. The next item is another confidence builder item, and that's having the proper equipment in your car. And by this, I don't mean snow tires. I don't believe in snow tires. I'm sure some people believe in snow tires, but I don't think they're entirely necessary. Things that you should have in your car, first of all, is a shovel. If you get stuck in a snowbank, being able to actually do something to take your car out of that snowbank is a really good thing to be able to just not only know how to do it, but to have the tools available. And that's what a lot of this step is having those tools available for you to be able to accomplish the task. I lost my page on my reference. That's because it was the first page. There we go. That's how it works. The next thing, having the right tools, I said. Okay, the two bad things that you don't want to do while winter driving is one, slam on the brakes. Because when you slam on the brakes, you lose all control over the vehicle. It is no longer your vehicle. It is the road's vehicle. The other thing is slam on the gas, pedal to the metal. because once your tires start spinning, they make friction, and friction make heat, and heat in snow makes ice and water, and ice and water actually get rid of the friction and make it so you don't go anywhere. And when you're at a stop sign or trying to get up a hill or something, not going anywhere is not a good condition to be in. So, when you're stopping, try tapping the brakes instead of slamming on the brakes. Driving slower is okay. You should not be driving quite the speed limit, but you don't need to be going 5 freaking miles an hour, because that's going to make it hard for you to get up hills and stuff. So try and judge from the conditions what's a good speed to drive. Another thing that's pretty important, I don't do it because I'm experienced and stupid, is make sure you allot time in the morning to start your vehicle, so that you can have a clean windshield to go and drive with. Because, it's always a lot of fun to try driving on icy roads and not be able to see in front of you. By a lot of fun, I mean not at all. So that is another important thing. Make sure you have time to defrost your window. Get an ice scraper. Put an ice scraper in your car. That saves so much time in the morning. Instead of having to wait for the windows to defrost, to go and just scrape them really quick. I have the benefit of working outside, which might not exactly sound like a benefit in Minot, North Dakota, because yeah, I am out in like 6-degree weather. But because of it, when I'm going to work, I am... what am I talking about? When I'm going to work, I'm dressed up in my winter gear. And so the fact that my car doesn't have a heater doesn't affect me, other than the fact that I can't really see sometimes. And the fact that, so it doesn't matter to me how long it takes my car to warm up, because it doesn't, and I'm already warm because of my heater. So sometimes it's a lot faster in the morning to, be dressed warm instead of, waiting. Which, kind of makes sense. Anytime you're waiting, that is, in fact, things going slower. I hope you guys are, fascinated with the fact that it's coming together. And because I brought it up to see my face, you guys can't see her anymore. So let's try and fix that. So it's at a really bad angle. So, I don't know. If I do another one of these, this step will probably be done differently. And I'm going to move this pupil entirely over there. It's not quite how it works, but you know what? It'll be fine. It's just a piece of fan art, because I really love the character, because she's hot. Yep. That's all there really is to it. I spent, New Year's, for my New Year's resolution, I wanted to try drawing I think it said superhero chick every day. And so for the month of January, my superhero chick was Miss Marvel, who you are seeing here, now that you guys know who it is. But, I did Miss Marvel for January. I think I did Harley Quinn from DC Comics in February, and then so far the rest of the year I've pretty much drawn the Invisible Woman, at least as far as you can tell. And so it's something that didn't go quite as I planned, and I'm not quite sure what I want to do. It's drawing a daily grind sounds like an awesome idea to me. To be, forced to draw something every day. That's how you get good at things. That level of practice. But I'm not quite sure what I want to draw. If you have any ideas, where's my camera? There it is. Please comment below on YouTube, or send me an email at matt@mad-matt.com. That's the email address I've been using recently. It doesn't actually matter to me, because anything at mad-matt.com at the moment comes to me. Checking my reference again, which I'm not letting actually be seen on camera, I don't think, because I'm not sure how it quite fits. these pictures on the cover and of her on the next page are drawn like completely differently. But she does have a lot better abs than I'm drawing in. So, whatever. If I was a professional, I'd be getting paid for it. And I'm not a professional, and I'm not getting paid. So. But I think I'm going to be drawing with the Sharpies a lot. I like Sharpies. Sharpies are good markers. I don't know how feet work. How do I still not know how feet work? Haven't I complained about this before? I think I have. I think this is her leg, and it's going to come and make some weird knee shape. Somewhere about here. I'm going to end up like explaining, oh, her leg looks like that because she's wearing boots. That's probably what I'm going to end up claiming. Now I'm flipping through the comic book, looking to see if there's a picture of her boot. I don't think there is. I think I have to... You know, I wanted to draw this like entirely sans reference, but it doesn't appear like it's happening, and I don't see a picture of her boot, so I'm just going to end up making it up. One interesting, very interesting way that someone shared on DeviantArt to draw boots, or shoes really, or feet, I suppose, and stuff on top of them, is to draw a triangular prism. You know, which, if you're familiar with shapes, like the foot ends up looking something like this weird, you know, weird trapezoidy thing, and it's actually really close to what a foot looks like, and you guys cannot see that at all, and I'm not going to draw it in Sharpie. I'm not going to draw it in Sharpie. My camera's in a different spot, and I can't see my eyes. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to try detailing the feet. You guys can't even see on camera. But yes, indeed, she does have feet. Most superheroes do. And that lines didn't actually do much. But we'll see. I'm drawing stuff in. I'm so glad like I don't have any viewers because they would be really bored. I'm only going to do this for like another more... I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4 lines left. And so I think I am just going to continue actually. Instead of stopping and like continuing it tomorrow. I'm suddenly wondering if drawing by Sharpie is like a viable... Oh, it's totally viable, but if there's a webcomic out there that like actually draws by Sharpie and then just scans the Sharpied in. If anyone knows of any, let me know, because I love webcomics. Webcomics are very internet, and so I always like reading more of them. Wow, the best part about it is I've got a line right here that totally shouldn't be there, and so I'm totally going to be ignoring it. To get some hair scruffles. Not going to be really shading anything at the moment. Is there anything else? Can you guys see it at all? Using the fact that you guys aren't going to be able to see it. Oh, look, that's such on the other stuff. There's like parts of it that aren't actually paper. And that's weird, but whatever. It's a gigantic sticky note, and that's really cool. But sometimes it does lead to problems with how much surface area they have to make the sticky notish part work. I kind of want to, you know, do a little bit of coloring. Just to make you guys know what colors it's going to end up being. And hey, look, a line I missed. A bunch of lines I missed. I'm not worrying about any real line integrity or anything like that. I'm just putting some very thin black where the black bits are supposed to go, so I know it looks right. So it kind of like hides some of the lines I had before. I'm gonna cut that ankle bit off. You know, I actually got my drawing technique from a How to Draw Marvel Comics book. You know, not that I'm like good at drawing Marvel Comics, but the fact that I got it from the book does give me a bit of validation. Yeah, that looks better. It actually looks really cool on the webcam, so I hope that like converts to your guys' computer. But you know, the method Stan Lee or whoever is actually writing in that part calls it drawing a bunch of lines and then erasing the ones that don't look like. So you just kind of scribble on the page, and so that's what I do. And anyway, I think I'm going to call that it for this video. Time is at like 15 minutes, you poor, poor, pitiful people. So I'm going to say, this is mattwandcow saying, stay the internet. That really just doesn't sound right. I don't really know what I want to do for that. I want you guys to be the internet. Don't forget to be the internet. Just is like really ripping off DFTBA, Nerd Fighters. And so, remain the internet, stay online. Yeah. This is mattwandcow saying, see you next time, stay online. It's a little bit corny, but I like it. Tell me what you think in the comments below. So yeah, later guys.